Welcome to another episode of Saturday Storytime with Kevin and Ty. Tonight we're reading to you #1 New York Times best-selling author, Soul, Mind, Body Science System. Grand Unification Theory and Practice for Healing, Rejuvenation, Longevity, and Immortality by Dr. and Master Z. Gang Shah and Dr. Roland Zhou. So this book is a bit more out there for the books that I've been reading. Even for me, his philosophy and his scientific theory, it's a bit much for me to try to wrap my head around and to put it onto my belief system and my own kind of map of knowledge. But today's focus, I'm going to read to you. So Master Shah is, I guess, kind of like a spiritual teacher. He is a traditional Chinese medicine doctor, and he co-authors this book with Dr. Roland Zhou, who is a Chinese scientist trained in like Ivy League U.S. university. I think she has like a PhD in like quantum physics. So together, they're trying to create a grand unification formula that can sum up everything, including kind of spirituality, including science, everything into one succinct theory. So he calls it S plus E plus M equals 1. This is kind of like Einstein level of E equals MC squared. So S plus E plus M equals 1. So S is Shen, and Shen is sun, which is a Cantonese or Chinese word, which includes soul, heart, and mind. So that's S. So soul, heart, and mind plus E. E denotes qi, and you might have heard of qi or qi, and it is in Chinese, I guess, medicine, or I think in Taoism, qi, or spelled QI, sometimes it's spelled CHI, is the energy that flows through each and every one of us, and animals too. I think if you're a human or if you're alive, you have qi, energy flowing through. So S plus E plus qi, which is a kind of energy, plus M denotes Jing, and I'm pretty sure M just kind of equals matter. So anything that's kind of physical, that you can see, you can touch. So they're saying that Shen, soul, heart, mind, so they are here putting a definition on, they're going to put a value on soul, heart, and mind, also energy. So I think energy you can think about in terms of like, with our scientific teachings, you can think of the energy part as like the nervous system, and energy flowing through our body that can, pumping blood, or like when we use energy, muscles and lifting things, you can think of that as one type of energy flow. So soul, heart, mind plus energy plus matter. So plus anything that you can see and touch. So anything that makes up our body, anything that's physical. So I am here a combination of all of that, and it all equals 1. So I think the equals 1 part just denotes that it's everything. So everything, I guess all of reality is made up of Shen, Qi, and Jing. So it's very bold. They're kind of essentially writing this book, publishing it, and saying, hey, we figured out the grand unification theory. Like, if you've never heard of the gut or grand unification theory, it's essentially what all scientists, I would say especially like physicists, they're trying to figure out is the one single theory that can explain everything. Like one theory that all the other theories and stuff can kind of sit into. It's very bold. So I'm just going to dive into, I think it's the first chapter. At the end of the first chapter, or the second chapter, they define what is the soul, what is soul, heart, mind, energy, Jing, or qi, and what is matter. So I'm just going to dive into some of it, because it's interesting. Because even for me, like I'm relatively new to discovering spirituality and practicing and learning about especially his methods. I would say his background is more of Taoism and Chinese, kind of traditional Chinese medicine. So I think at this point it's Dr. Master Shaw. He is explaining. Okay, definition of soul. So you heard of soul. We kind of throw soul around, but it's kind of like very vague. A lot of times, even for myself in dialogue, I use soul as a synonym for spirit, maybe in like enlightenment or like awakened state. So the following are key aspects of the soul. Oh, sorry, Ty. Got about you. Soul is a light being. Soul is the essence of every aspect of life. Soul has unlimited potential and possibilities on all life. Soul is made up of a vibrational field. Soul can be mathematically expressed as a wave function in quantum physics. So that's pretty interesting. I never read a book where in some ways it's so out there with like the spirituality and like he is just kind of describing some teachings and his almost like his gifts and he offers in this book, it's a very practical book of how we can begin healing, transcending, and elevating and reconnecting with our soul, our heart, our mind, our energetic system, and also our body system. And soul is a vibrational field. Yep, it's a wave function in quantum physics. This wave function expresses the various vibrations in the soul. Definition of heart. The heart's function is to be aware. It is related to measurement in quantum physics. So soul is related to, it can be described and expressed as a wave function in quantum physics, whereas here they're saying the heart, we all have heart. Heart's function is to be aware, to be present, to be focused. It is related to, its function is to measure, and they associate it here with quantum physics. In the soul-mind-body system, the soul-mind-body science system, so that's the title of this book, and this is what the Master Shaw and Dr. Rulin Ji is trying to offer us. The heart must be purified and inspired to receive the message from the soul and pass it to the mind. Therefore, the heart is vital to accomplishing one's dreams and tasks in all life. Interesting. So it sounds like the heart's almost like the middle person relaying the soul's kind of vibrational message. And it's, like I mentioned, the soul's unlimited potential. So the heart has to be awake and working properly, I suppose, to relay that message, to connect with the soul, to relay that message to the mind. The heart has important qualities that everyone and everything needs to purify and achieve. So here it's saying that we all have a heart. However, there needs to be work that needs to be done, and we all need to purify it and almost to practice and to achieve through working with our heart space. So here it's saying that everyone needs to purify and achieve love, forgiveness, compassion, light, humility, grace, sincerity, honesty, integrity, kindness, generosity, unconditional service, and more. I'm going to finish with the definition of mind, and I'm going to leave out definition of body. Definition of body for now, because I think a body seems to be a bit more self-explanatory, kind of like a physical matter. So definition of mind. The soul-mind-body science system indicates everyone and everything has a mind. Mind means consciousness, includes the superconsciousness, consciousness, unconsciousness, subconsciousness, and more. Interesting. It's a different definition of mind than what I'm used to, because it includes consciousness and unconsciousness as well, and superconsciousness and subconsciousness, which I'm not quite sure what the differences are. As we explained earlier in this chapter, the mind receives guidance from the heart. So the heart speaks, relays the message, the unlimited potential, and the message from the soul, brings it to the mind. So the mind receives guidance from the heart and then puts into the action. So mind is almost like with thoughts, puts into actions, makes us want to do things and to, inspire us, to aspire us. We always emphasize open the heart and soul, open the mind. So it sounds like, you open the heart and the soul, and then the mind would open too. The soul of everyone and everything has a unique vibration. This vibration includes Jing, Qi, Shen. So Jing, Qi, Shen is S equals M. So in that, the formula that I shared with you, the grand unification theory, essentially the theory of everything, is Jing, Qi, Shen, S plus E plus M. So here it's saying the soul of everyone and everything has a unique vibration. This vibration includes Jing, Qi, Shen. So it's saying that the soul includes has a unique vibration. I guess everyone maybe and everything has different vibrations, but they all have souls. We all have souls, made up of souls. And this vibration includes everything. So maybe it's saying like everything is in this vibration. We will use a human being as an example. We believe in reincarnation. We do not have any intention to change your belief system. Thank you for the opportunity to share our personal insights. A human being has had hundreds, perhaps thousands of lifetimes of experiences as a human being. The soul of a human being has experienced many occupations, countries, cultures, different abilities, and much more. Yeah, the belief of reincarnation found in like Buddhism, Hinduism, other especially Eastern religions, very different, I guess, from what we're used to in the West, and especially Christianity. Our soul is constantly studying and experiencing. Oh wait, however, can we say our soul knows everything? Of course not. Our soul is constantly studying and experiencing. Therefore, our beloved soul needs to open its own heart. Our physical heart also needs to open further. So it sounds like they're differentiating our physical heart and this other heart that they're talking about in their grand unification formula, in their theory. And they're saying our physical heart also needs to open further. The same is true for the mind. Open the soul, heart, and mind further and further. Finally, our soul, heart, mind, and body can realize the ultimate truth, which is Tao. T-A-O or D-A-O. So yeah, his belief system is wrapped around Taoism, kind of yin and yang. Tao is the source. Tao is the way of all life. Tao is the universal principles and laws. The mind needs to purify to achieve the following qualities: openness, love, forgiveness, compassion, light, humility, grace, sincerity, and honesty, and more. So that's the definitions of different things. So you have an understanding. It's kind of almost in a hierarchical structure with soul, heart, and then mind, and then body, maybe an energy and then body. But it sounds like, the soul, everything has a soul. We're made up of soul. However, everyone's soul has a unique vibration, and however, within all of the vibrations of our souls, it contains S plus E plus M. So it contains everything. Their theory, their formula, their theory of everything is contained in the soul vibration. Sounds like the heart is the middle person that receives the message from the soul, and then it relays it to the mind. So we need to purify sounds like our soul's, I guess it's infinite and already purified, but it sounds like we need to activate and purify our hearts, our physical hearts, and also our, I guess, maybe more chakra, energetic, spiritual heart space, and also purify our minds and allow our soul to channel and be just engaged with soul, heart, mind, body, energy. So I'm going to finish off this episode with a mantra that is shared in this book. There's a lot of pretty interesting mantras, and a lot of them are in Cantonese or in Mandarin. They're all in Chinese, which is really interesting. And for me, it was really cool reading it, because for me, I speak basic Cantonese. So even though they're using Mandarin in the book, I can understand all the words. It's kind of English and French with some of the words sounds very similar. But here, there is one chant where it is, it's kind of like a compassion, kindness chant, or like a mantra. So here, it's saying, in this book, Master Sha is just expressing gratitude and sharing a chant or a mantra that we can chant together, individually and collectively, send out some good vibes and receive some positive energy. So here, the mantra is, I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. So maybe you can write this down, or you can take a snapshot. Maybe you can take a snapshot of this. So that's the mantra from this episode. So I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. And with all mantras, repeat them as much as you can. You can write them out, repeat them in your head. You can whisper them silently. The more you do it throughout the day, and with a habit, repeating, every day if you can, it's so powerful. Language is so powerful. Thoughts are so powerful. And this phrase, this mantra, it was created by Master Shah, and his work, he infuses kind of his mantras and his chants with I guess like the Tao, the source, like the source energy, I guess. So he kind of blesses the mantras. I know it sounds maybe a little bit out there, but I believe it. So you can chant it, whisper it, write it out, have it on your background or your phone. You can sing it. So there's actually there's a melody to this. So it goes like, I love my heart and soul. I love all humanity. Join hearts and souls together. Love, peace, and harmony. Love, peace, and harmony. And then you just repeat it. You can just sing it all day when you're washing dishes, when you're walking, when you're running. You can hum it, whisper it. Yeah. So thank you for tuning in. That was Soul, Mind, Body, Science System. #1 New York Times selling author, Dr. and Master Shah and Dr. Rulin Zhu. Check out his work. He has centers in Toronto and I think throughout the world. I think if you just think it's like Master Shah Temple or Tao Temple or something, just Google his name and he has profound work. I think he's been nominated for like Nobel Prizes and he does excellent like humanitarianism work. So thank you for tuning in and I'll see you next week on Saturday, Storytime. Bye bye. Stay safe. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We love you.